They wear police vests, police badges, use police equipment.
Did they look like police lights?
Oh yeah, they're the full red and blue police lights.
But a 2-year WSMV4 investigation uncovered they aren't police.
They're violating the law.
Not a thin blue line, but a thin blurred line.
What did you think when you saw that?
It really does upset me because it's really dangerous.
A WSMV4 investigation unravels the system that allowed for accused imposter cops to work in Tennessee.
I can already tell there's monkey business going on, and I'm sick of it.
I was sweating bullets up there. They assumed that I was going to play along.
You are not a state certified police officer.
No.
You've never gone to the academy.
No.
Yet you have worn police identification.
Correct.
People saying they're put in danger as a result.
It's kind of like being in a war zone.
All resulting in a showdown with state investigators.
When I was handed my uniforms, they said police off duty. And I said, whoa, I can't wear police off duty. I'm not a cop.
A thin blurred line where even a convicted felon says she wore police identification.
I didn't understand how we were getting away with it, but it was good money. I hope I don't go to jail after this interview.
When you see red or blue lights in your rearview mirror, or you see someone in uniform that reads police, you probably think you're dealing with state certified law enforcement. But a 2-year WSMV4 investigation found that's not always the case. Following the stories you're about to see, there was outrage and swift action, including 62 state violations filed, a 3-day hearing before a judge, a TBI raid, disciplinary actions by a sheriff's department, and the creation of a statewide badge to alert the public to who is and who isn't law enforcement. And it all began with the discovery of what state investigators call imposter police officers openly working in Middle Tennessee.
It's a Friday at the Opry Mills Mall, and working security alongside all the people wearing vests and badges that read police is Nick Jordan. That's him in the middle, dressed as same as the others, wearing a gun, even with a yellow patch that reads police. But listen to what he says when I ask him his police status. You have on your police badge.
Yes, sir.
Are you a police officer?
I'm not allowed to answer any questions with media related, I'm sorry.
And we have a lot of questions for Jordan. In 2018, after earning his police certification, he quit the Shelbyville Police Department after being recommended for termination, accused of unwanted touching. According to the state, when you leave a department, you lose your certification until you're rehired at another department. And guess what happened in 2021? He was arrested for impersonation of a police officer because he was using blue lights to direct traffic. When questioned about it, Jordan admitted he was not law enforcement. Last year, he pleaded guilty to the crime, but you won't find it on his record. It's been expunged. A year after that, we found him wearing a police patch. And he's not alone. A WSMV4 investigation found other men not certified as police officers wearing police patches and badges, exposing that you can get away with needing no state certification, and the public still believes you're a police officer working off-duty.
This is a public safety issue.
David Rabin represents law enforcement officers and is a former district attorney.
You want to be sure that when you say, officer, can you help me? Or officer, I need help. That person's a real police officer. These folks are indistinguishable from real police officers.
See for yourself. In April 2023, we went undercover in downtown Nashville and found Mason Schweppe alongside 2 off-duty police officers who showed us their licenses. And like his peers, Schweppe is wearing badges that read police. Paperwork for the state, though, shows he has no license to be a police officer and has not informed the state he works for any police force, only security. But here's what he says when I asked him. Are you a police officer, though?
Yeah, we're all doing off-duty work.
And remember, he's not a certified police officer in Tennessee. Are you a certified police officer?
Yeah.
I looked up your background and you are not a certified police officer.
But I was at one time, though. Not in Tennessee, though.
You said that you're certified and you're actually not in the state of Tennessee.
Correct.
But you're wearing a badge that says police.
Private duty, though.
Have you ever heard of a private duty police officer?
There's no such thing.
And a big sticking point, the word police on their uniforms. In an email to WSMV4 Investigates, the agency that certifies police officers wrote, "As far as uniforms, state laws have prohibitions related to the style of uniforms and badges worn by security guards or use of the word police on the uniform."
They're violating the law. The harm, Jeremy, is that the public is confused. The other police officers that may need assistance, they may be confused.
And then there's Chris Tubbs.
I'm taking care of these people.
Who on his many TikToks wears police t-shirts and vests, working downtown Nashville and at Opry Mills. And like the others, he has no license to be a police officer. We then received this, a complaint filed with the state program that regulates security guards. It reads that Tubbs is pulling cars over in his privately owned vehicle with blue lights on, impersonating an officer. I reached Tubbs by phone and asked about the TikTok videos. When you were wearing the uniforms in 2022, you were not a certified police officer. His answer, no. I mean, sure wasn't. Not gonna lie to you about it. Not going to lie to nobody about it. I did it for the money. I'll be honest with you. In a city where certified police officers rush towards a bombing on Christmas Eve, where certified police officers risk their own lives during a school shooting, Rabin believes these men are risking criminal charges.
If you're running around with a weapon on, bulletproof vest with the thing that says police on it and a badge, you're violating Tennessee law. There's no question about it.
After our first story, former employees of a security company came forward, saying all those unlicensed people that we'd exposed wearing police identification all work or worked for the same company.
Guns, a bulletproof vest, a hat, and shirt reading police. It's what Lebanon police say Tyler Shawver was wearing when he was arrested on March 15, 2020, charged with impersonating a police officer.
Police are looking for people who may have been pulled over by this guy.
WSMV4 reported on Shawver in March 2020. Listen.
They say he was caught on camera going around town in a white Dodge pickup, pulling people over. He had blue lights.
A complaint filed with the state reads, Shawver was apprehended wearing a police-type uniform. According to multiple sources, that patch on Shawver's police shirt reads, Police Off-Duty, Solaren Risk Management. State records show, at the time of his arrest, he was employed with Solaren. And Shawver's not the only former or current Solaren employee.
They're impersonating police officers.
WSMV4 Investigates spoke to not just one.
Nobody is doing anything about it.
But two former Solaren employees.
Why did you agree to talk about this?
Right and wrong.
Comes down to that.
It's all about that.
Both say Solaren does hire certified officers like themselves for off-duty security. But they say the company also hires people who are not certified officers and allows them to wear police identification.
I think somebody better get a handle on that company pretty quick.
What's the concern for the average guy out there about this?
If you are downtown or anywhere and you need help and you see someone in a police uniform, you automatically think this guy or this girl is trained, they're going to give me the appropriate care, they're going to help me, and many of these people just don't have the tools to do that.
Along with working the mall, WSMV4 Investigates documented Solaren employees not certified, but wearing police identification working downtown. In fact, Solaren is contracted with an LLC created by the Nashville Downtown Partnership to provide additional security and protective services. It's signed by Solaren's Chief Executive Officer, Jack Bird. According to the state, Jack Bird is not a certified police officer either. But WSMV4 Investigates obtained this photo of Bird wearing a police vest. On Facebook, he posts pictures of himself identifying as police.
If you have no affiliation to law enforcement, you have no business wearing police on your shirt.
In these emails, you can see Bird agreed to an interview with WSMV4 Investigates, but then backed out. Among our questions for Bird, why allow this? These former employees say they know why. Security companies can charge more to clients if they advertise using off-duty certified police. But in these cases, former employees say Solaren Security looked like police, but were something else.
It's sickening that people are allowed to come and just slap it on and reap the benefits that police officers who actually worked for that title are getting. it's terrible.
It all ultimately culminated in a 3-day hearing before an administrative law judge, with the state seeking to suspend or revoke Solarian's license. Of all the testimony of former and current Solarian employees saying they were not state-certified police,
have you ever worked as a police officer in the state of Tennessee?
No.
but told to wear police identification,
When I was handed my uniforms, they said police off duty. And I said, whoa, I can't wear police off duty. I'm not a cop.
confusing the public in the process.
Did you have any police authority at that time? You were
No.
So you were wearing this at a bar, stating that you're police.
Correct.
Do you believe that that uniform caused them to think you were a police officer?
Yes.
Okay. As part of wearing that office or wearing that uniform, were you ever approached to conduct any criminal law enforcement?
Yes.
By the public?
Yes.
Josh Jeter's testimony raised the most eyebrows, saying he received this letter from Dustin Carr, the former Millersville police chief, saying he is a post-certified police officer with Millersville. Here's how Jeter responded to that.
This is a completely fabricated letter from Millersville Police stating that I was a reserve there and I never was.
You may recall our earlier investigation revealed how Dustin Carr resigned and came to work for Solarian. The state decided that everything that had been exposed should result in something that had never been created before, that would alert Tennesseans to who is and who isn't a police officer in Tennessee. This is the new patch approved by the state commission that certifies police officers. It's for law enforcement to wear when they're working off-duty security. Our thin blurred line investigation uncovered case after case of people who aren't certified law enforcement wearing police uniforms and identification. Now, this patch will be required if law enforcement working outside their city or town is working off-duty security jobs. And if they're not certified police and wear the patch,
it would actually be impersonating an officer, and a district attorney general should be prosecuting these people that are downtown and locking them up in the Davidson County Jail.